Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm back today with a favourites video, but this is not like my monthly favourites. I'm talking about my 5 favourite foundations from the drugstore, and this is a video that has been requested by quite a lot of you, and I'm going to do these quite regularly. So this is going to be foundations, and then I'll probably do a lipstick one, blusher, bronzer, all different categories. But today I'm going to get started with foundations, and I've picked out my 5 favourite from the drugstore. I have quite a lot of different foundations, whether they're from the drugstore, whether they're more expensive from the higher end brands, and I honestly reach for some of my drugstore foundations over my most expensive ones on some days. Most days, every day I like to wear my drugstore ones, but that's not just because they're cheaper. I honestly do prefer some of my drugstore ones to my more higher end ones. So I'm going to get started off, and I've not rated these 1 to 5. They're just in the top 5 for me because it's too difficult for me to say which one would come first, second and third and so on. The one I want to talk about first is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Matte Foundation, and I wear the shade 11 Vanilla. This is a gorgeous foundation. I've been wearing this most of this month. It is a matte foundation, but it's not cakey. It doesn't look too heavy. I would say it's a medium coverage and can be built up to a fuller coverage. I'll put all the prices around here somewhere so that you can see how much they are. This is one of the most recent ones from L'Oreal, and I'm in love with it. Honestly, it is so good, and this is one that has just probably moved into the top 5 of my foundations because I've only really been using it this month, but it's that good that I think it needs to be included in this video. It's definitely buildable, and when it's on the skin, your skin feels like silk. It doesn't feel too heavy, and it's just a really lovely coverage, and it looks flawless on the skin. And I've not tested it out whether it is 24 hours or not, but it definitely lasts a long time on me with or without a primer. So this is definitely one of my favourite foundations from the drugstore. Then I have one that I've been using for a very long time compared to the last one, and this is from Revlon, and it's their Photo Ready foundation. I wear the colour 003 Shell, and this has SPF 20 in it, so it's great for going on holiday or when you're out in the sunshine, and it's got tiny little specks of what would look like glitter in it, but you can't really see that on the skin. It just makes the skin look flawless. I would say this is a medium coverage. Again, it can be built up. It's just really comfortable to wear, and when I wear this, I love wearing this when I'm on camera because it is definitely photo ready. Although they say that foundations with SPF in aren't that great to wear when you're having your photos taken, this for some reason has both. It's good on photos, but it does have SPF in it. It doesn't flash back when I wear it, and it just, especially if I'm on camera, I feel like it makes my skin look just completely flawless, and it's a lovely foundation. It's really easy to blend, and that is why it's included in this video. The next foundation I've got to talk about is the Bourjois Healthy Mix Serum. This is a gel foundation that says that it's 16-hour wear. I normally wear shade 52 in this foundation, but lately I have just been fake tanning, and I've been mixing the number 53 in with a lighter NARS foundation. So that's what I'm wearing today, mixed in with another foundation, and I love this foundation. I think this is probably the first foundation that I ever used from the drugstore that I thought, this is amazing. This, I never need to go to any higher end brands ever again for foundation because this does the job. This is around the £10.99 mark, I believe, so a little bit pricier on the end of some drugstore foundations, but it's great. It's completely worth the price tag. It's supposed to last 16 hours. I'm not sure whether it does, but it does last a really long time on my skin with or without a primer. It's a gel foundation, so it's a bit of a different texture than other foundations that I've spoken about, and when it's on the skin you can feel that it's on there a little bit, but it's not uncomfortable to wear whatsoever. It's not thick, although it is a medium coverage. It can be built up again. I think we can see here that I've got a theme of the different foundations that I like. And it's just great. I feel like this is one that I just know that it's going to work whenever I reach for it, and no matter what condition my skin is in or what I'm doing, whether it's I'm just going out for the day if I want a little bit on, or whether I need to build it up for going out, this is just one that I love to reach for. I've got two left to talk about, and the next one is by L'Oreal, and this is their True Match foundation. This is the shade C3, but I tend to go between different shades. This one's probably a little bit dark for me at the moment, but when I fake tan or if I've been on holiday, it's a great one to go for. They have so many colours available in this range and it's incredible. It's supposed to match your skin colour and texture of your skin, and I don't know how it quite manages it, but it really does feel like it does that. One of the best things about this foundation is that it does come in so many different shades, so there's something for everybody. Last but not least, this is by Rimmel, and Rimmel for me have some of the best drugstore foundations out there. I love their Wake Me Up and Lasting Finish, the normal one. I love Match Perfection, but the one that I've got today is the Lasting Finish 25 Hour Nude Foundation. This again has SPF in it, and I wear the shade 100 Ivory. This is a kind of an update, although they still sell both, to their original Lasting Finish, which I really like, but there's just something about this one that's a little bit nicer. It's probably the same amount of coverage as the original, but it doesn't feel like it is. It feels very light to wear and very comfortable. It's buildable, a great coverage, medium to high coverage I would say, and it's just a gorgeous texture. It says that it's skin perfecting, and I would say that it definitely is. When I wear this, again, I feel like my skin's flawless, and I feel like with every single foundation that I've mentioned, they've all kind of had the same plus points, and there's nothing really negative that I can say about any of them. They all last a real long time, and they're just great ones to go for from the drugstore. Obviously, when you're at the drugstore, you can't really do a skin test as well as you could if you were at a higher end counter, which is one of the maybe negatives towards that. But you can just get one of the tester bottles, put a little bit on your neck down here, and then go out of the store into natural sunlight, natural daylight, and just see what it matches to your skin colour. And that's the best way to do it really. You're gonna have hit and misses. I've bought some in the past that have been way too dark or way too light, but just go towards the colours that you think. So if you think you're towards the lighter end of the scale, just get a couple and just maybe put them next to each other and see which one is better. Maybe one will be too dark, maybe one will look perfect. Don't be afraid to just play around with them and see which one you like best. The good thing about drugstore foundations is that they aren't that expensive, considering it's something that you wear every day and it's your base. I would always rather spend more on a foundation than I would on a brow product or a mascara or an eyeshadow, just because I think it's the thing that's going to make the most difference when you're out and about. So it's definitely worth putting some time into it, just playing around and trying to find the best one for you. But I would say that they are a good 5 to start with if you are looking for inspiration. So that's all I've got for you today. I hope you've enjoyed this video and you found it a little bit helpful. Let me know what some of your drugstore favourite foundations are so that I can try them out as well, and I will see you all very soon. Thank you for watching. Bye!